What's up, family? Y'all come on in and join your girl. We're going to be talking about the womb is the subconscious mind. What's up, what's up, what's up to the family? Hopefully some of y'all start coming in here. I haven't went live in a while. Let me share the video. How am I going to share this? Let me see. Let me send it to my love. Peace, MC. I saw you come in right there. I'm just sharing the video real quick. What's up? Peace when y'all come in. Hit that like button. Let me know if you can hear me clearly, because you know that's important. You got to be able to hear you, girl. We're going to talk about how the womb is the subconscious mind. What's up, Fee Awakening, Leo? We're about to talk about how the womb is the subconscious mind. I got inspired to, well, actually, Spirit just dropped that on me, that right there. The womb is the subconscious mind, after I came out of meditation this morning. And, of course, my mind has been thinking about the womb based off of the build we had with Savvy and Mook. What's up, family? Yes. Oh boy, the womb is the subconscious mind. And came out of meditation, and that was the message. So I want to talk to y'all about that. Thank you for sharing it. Yes. So if you have not seen our Womb Wednesday that we did on Dreams page, go check that out. I'm receiving all kinds of text messages and all of that right now. So the womb is the subconscious mind. And like I said, that just was like an aha moment to me this morning. And we love having those experiences where we have that revelation, that greater understanding. Before I dive into this, I want to tell y'all that I am doing a womb healing class. Well, the first part, I'm going to be doing that this summer, so stay on the lookout for that, how to really start and initiate your healing. We're going to talk about the different situations that has infiltrated our wombs, infiltrated our thought processes, and how that has affected our womb. But the very first thing that we have to understand is the womb is the subconscious mind. Yeah, look at you, Dream. I appreciate that, love, right? The womb is the subconscious mind. So let's get into it. So the first thing that came to mind as I thought about this was the subconscious mind is the void, right? It is that space of infinite potential, right? It is that space where anything is possible. All creation comes from the subconscious mind. Right? We know that. We know that our reality is based off of what is in our subconscious mind. Right? That's what it is. We know and understand that already as we have been doing this work. But the connection that we made, y'all, somebody was calling me. Are we still here? I'm sorry. Somebody started calling me. Okay, so what we know and understand as well is that the womb is where all creation stems from too, right? The womb is where we create life. The womb is where we create different ideas, same as the subconscious mind. The womb is also that void, that infinite darkness, okay? That great mother energy, chaos, right? The womb is the same exact thing as the subconscious mind. I want more sun here. Hold on. Let me see where I gotta go to get more sun. I don't know. I'm sitting under Simon. Ooh. Let me see. I want a little bit more sun, which is gonna make me not be on here long because the sun is going to be tearing up this phone. Dream. I think the plumber is on his way here, babe, so pay attention to that. Hopefully you're listening so that you can help the plumber to get in the house. He's here to fix the sink in the bathroom. Okay? So, the womb is the subconscious mind, period, right? And we make the connection when we understand the essence of the void, the essence of infinite space, infinite potential, infinite darkness. The womb is that same exact thing. So that's one connection that we make between the subconscious mind and the... Yes, come here. Yes, the plumber's here to fix my sink. My sink. Home stuff. You gotta get your house in order. That's a church song. Get your house in order. My sink has been clogged up, and hey, I don't need no clogged emotions. I don't need anything like that. So we got the plumber here to fix the sink, okay? Because your house, y'all, let me tell you, sorry to get off topic, but if you got things in your house that are broken, leaking, you know, squeaking and things like that, that's a message from spirit that there's something that you need to deal with, fix, whatever. Your home is a 3D vision board, right? And so the longer you allow things to stay broken, the more you are allowing things within your mind to stay unfixed as well. So that's why the plumber is here. Moving on. So one connection we get between the womb and the subconscious mind is that infinite darkness, that void, right? What we also know through our work is that our whole work in this existence is to reprogram our subconscious mind, to input new ideas. What do you think we do with the womb, right? We input new ideas. That's the essence of sexual alchemy. The essence of sexual alchemy, when you're doing it with a partner or when you're doing it with yourself, is to infuse and impregnate your womb with new ideas. That is what we do in the subconscious mind as well. We implant and we reprogram and we put new levels of consciousness into our thinking because we want that to be manifested in our external world. Same thing with the womb. The womb is not just about creating a child, right? Even though that's, you know, one of the greatest things that stems from it, but we also create new ideas, right? Businesses from our womb space, because what we understand is that our womb space is that feminine energy. And so this message is not just for the women, even though the women, that's who my class is for. Okay, the Evolving Goddess class, that's who it's for. But men, you have to understand that too. Brothers, you have to understand that too. Tapping into your feminine energy is tapping into your essence, tapping into your womb space, right? Because that's what we create from. We create from our feminine energy. The feminine energy is creation. The feminine energy is spirituality. All right? So, one, the void. Infinite potential, like that great mother, that darkness, right? That triple darkness, right? That's the womb. The subconscious mind is also triple darkness. It's chaos. Anything can be created and anything can come out of it. 3, we know and understand, right? We know and understand that we implant ideas into the subconscious mind, right? So some work that Dream and I do pretty regularly. Whenever we are making love, we have an idea in our minds about what we want to birth, right? We have an idea in our minds of what we want to birth, right? And that's why it's so important. And I love what Mook and Savvy brought yesterday in our discussion, especially when Savvy said that whenever we are intimate with someone, we are essentially allowing them to manipulate our chakras, right? Especially if that person is unhealthy in their own spiritual body. So if your partner is implanting ideas into your womb, they're essentially implanting ideas into your subconscious mind, right? And so that's why spiritual relationships, right, are so important. That's why it's so important to relate to somebody who is a high vibrational being, right? Because that womb space, women, we're receiving all of this information from our partners. We're receiving all of these downloads from our partners. And those downloads don't just reside in the womb, but they also reside in the subconscious mind, because the womb is the subconscious mind. The womb is the great mother energy. Y'all, I was enjoying that great outdoors, and then the sun said no. This phone said no. Anyway, so, damn, where did I let, somebody let me know where I left off at. Somebody let me know where I left off at with that. Okay, I think I got it. So the ideas that our partners implant in us, they reside in our womb, they reside in our subconscious mind. So it's so important to do your womb healing, to do your womb reprogramming, because essentially you're reprogramming your subconscious mind as well, okay? The ideas that you are implanting into your subconscious mind will be created through your womb space, right? Your womb in itself is sacred. Your womb in itself is divine, right? Your womb is a portal. Think about that. All of us were birthed. Well, not all of us. Some of us were born via C-section. But the natural law, the natural order of things is for us to enter into this realm through the portal of a yoni. Think about how freaking amazing that is, how divine that is, how sacred that space of you is, right? You nurture life in that space, and we nurture life and our creativity in the subconscious mind as well, okay? So, excuse me. I just wanted to let y'all know that, and to really push the envelope to get you to understand why it is so important to do womb cleaning, right? To remove those blockages in your womb, to remove the inability to be sensual, right? To remove the inability to actually have an intimate relationship that is spiritually based, because essentially what we're talking about is your relationship with the subconscious mind as well. Okay? The womb is the subconscious mind. Yes, the womb is the subconscious mind. So when we are manifesting discomfort in the womb, it directly correlates and it directly corresponds to some thoughts, some beliefs that we are no longer comfortable with as well, right? And so the work, right? And that's why I said yesterday at the end of the build, the most important thing in all of this is transforming your thoughts. That's the most important thing, and that's the most challenging thing as well, right? Because there's a lot of inherited thoughts, you know? There are thoughts that are not our own that we are running off on, you know, that we are on autopilot with, and those things are affecting our womb space. Those things are affecting our ability to create. Creation and manifestation stem from feminine energy for the brothers and the sisters. It stems from feminine energy, and that feminine energy is directly connected to your spirituality. The womb is the subconscious mind. Infinite darkness, the void, creativity. Here's another crazy thing that Spirit downloaded to me. So we already know as well that the subconscious mind holds all past memories. Your past lives dwell in the subconscious mind, right? Your emotions dwell in the subconscious mind, right? Trauma dwells in the subconscious mind, right? The same exact thing is in the womb. The womb space holds trauma. That's why we have those blockages. That's why, and not we have those because we're moving past that. That's why we have to heal those blockages. That's why we have to release certain thoughts, certain concepts, because those past experiences are lodged there. This is why we have, you know, of course, food has something to do with it and how you eat. But that trauma, that pain that we've experienced physically, emotionally, it is stored in our wombs the same exact way it's stored in the subconscious mind. And the deep part about it for both men and women is that the trauma that our mothers and our grandmothers faced is also stored in our womb space. So the healing that we are doing is way beyond just us. You may think, you may be able to reflect back on your life and say, okay, this happened, this happened, this happened. I dealt with that. I healed that. I'm free from it, right? But sometimes it's beyond you. Sometimes you got to really look at your mother, you got to really look at your grandmother, and you have to be like, damn, that's what happened to you? Okay, now I see and understand the work that I have to do, the depths of the work that I have to do. Why? Because the womb holds memories. It's a storage space for memories. And peep this, when we talk about emotions, the sacral chakra is the chakra for emotions, right? So the question that we ask ourselves is, do I allow my emotions to flow easily and effortlessly? Am I afraid of facing these emotions? Right? Am I emotionally intelligent? Do I really know how I feel? Right? Do I suppress my emotions? Because that's going to cause womb trauma, womb instability. Right? Do I suppress my emotions? That's going to directly affect the womb, because the womb is centered in the sacral chakra, and that you're supposed to be flowing like water. All right? So the womb is the subconscious mind. Wow. Yes, hula hoop, get things moving. I like that. The womb is the subconscious mind, family. No. I had to come in the house, so you know that means kids. Chaos kids. Family, we have to understand that what we are implanting in our minds, we are also implanting in our womb space. The things that we want to create, we're going to create them from our creation center. Okay? The past traumatic experiences that we've had, they're stored in our womb. Like Savvy said yesterday, this is why a lot of people have a lot of lower back pains and things like that. The mind and the womb are directly connected, right? The womb is the all, right? Really think about that. Men and women, brothers, y'all all right? When you are making love with a woman, you are no longer in this world, right? When it's done the way that it should be done, when it's done in a spiritual manner, you are not on planet Earth. You are somewhere else. You are in the triple darkness, right? You are in infinite space, infinite potential. I'm trying to tell y'all, the essence of sexual alchemy is that understanding that the woman, that womb, directly connects you to the cosmos. Okay? And so, in all that you do, keep your womb space in mind. What are you eating? What are you thinking? How are you feeling? Because all of those things are directly connected to the womb, right? All of those things directly affect the womb, right? Is your back hurting? Are your cramps like crazy? Brothers, the same for you, because you may be having backaches too. You may be having uncomfortability in that space as well, and it may mean that you need to deal with your emotions, that you need to release those emotions, that you need to let those emotions flow, right? Definitely a gut feeling, gut instinct, all of that. Yes, it's a whole intelligence within itself, okay? All right? So ladies and brothers, take care of your womb space, because when you take care of your womb space, you're essentially taking care of your subconscious mind, okay? When you take care of your womb space, you're taking care of your subconscious mind. When you unlock certain aspects of your subconscious mind, you're unlocking certain aspects of your womb. They're directly connected, right? The subconscious mind is the void. It's infinite. It's infinite. I will definitely tell you some herbs. Give me a moment. The subconscious mind holds infinite potential. You can implant and create anything in the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is also that space of chaos, triple darkness, right? The subconscious mind also holds memories, past lives, trauma, emotions. The womb does that same thing too. The womb space is just as timeless as the subconscious mind, right? Because like I said, your womb is just not based off of you and your experiences, but your womb is holding the imprint of your mother, your grandmother, her mother, and so on and so forth, right? It's a thought process. Uncomfortability, dis-ease, and all of those things that manifest in our bodies, but more in our wombs, because we're talking about wombs, simulate from a thought process, a belief, an emotion that has been unchecked. And that's the same thing with the subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind creates based off of your beliefs, your thoughts, your emotions. We impact the subconscious mind using the power of our emotions, right? Whenever you feel something so deeply, you have just implanted the subconscious mind on a very deep level. Whenever you feel something deeply, you have just implanted your womb on a very deep level. The womb is the center of emotion. It's the sacral chakra. The womb is the subconscious mind. It's the void. Infinite potential. Infinite storage. Y'all saw the show American Gods when that lady was eating all of them men up, sucking them up into that void. That's real. I'm telling you. That's real. Okay? When you're tapped into your spirit, you can manifest that type power, right? Goddesses, that's why we're here. And that's why I'm having my class come this summer. Because the first thing that we need to do is really assess our own thoughts, our own habits, our beliefs, our emotions, right? That's the first thing we have to assess, because when we assess that, then we know where we actually stand with the health and well-being of our womb. And this goes for men and women. And I think the biggest thing to analyze is your emotions. The biggest thing to analyze initially is your emotions. How do you feel? Love Montauk. Man, some of the first books, I'm looking at our bookshelf over here. One of the first books Dream ever bought me, he bought it for my birthday, like our first year dating. He bought a book called Emotional Wellness. One of the first books we ever bought together was this Get Intimate with Tantric Sex. We was just diving in, but we loved going to the bookstore. Montauk is great as well, right? So we got to understand our power, and we got to really do the work. We got to really work through these emotions, right? Because our womb is our center for creation. It is. You search the sacral chakra. This is where we're going to create on this human realm. This is where we're going to create physical manifestations. So if you're having problems with manifesting something physical, be it a house, a car, a relationship, a business, or whatever, then that goes to show that there are blockages within your womb. It also goes to show that there are blockages within your subconscious mind. Do you really feel that you can manifest these things, right? What thoughts, what beliefs, what emotions are blocking you from having that which you desire? All right? And so really quickly, the book because I'm done already, I just wanted to say that to y'all really quickly, because it just, you know how you know certain things, you understand certain things, but then Spirit just dropped some words on you. That's what happened this morning. I came out of meditation. I was meditating on the heart chakra, which is very important with the womb work. But I was meditating on the heart chakra, and then when I got up, Spirit was just like, the womb is the subconscious mind. Like that kind of energy. Like, the womb is the subconscious mind. So I'm like, okay, cool. The womb is the subconscious mind. And then all of these different ideas started flowing. The void, the emotions, storage, memories, emotions, all of that is stored in the womb and also in the subconscious mind. So when you do work on either one, you're actually directly affecting the other, okay? And so the book that I was talking about yesterday is The Power of Shakti, Igniting the 18 Pathways of the Divine Feminine. I don't have it with me right now, but I'm going to try to type it in here right now. I can't type. The Power of Shakti. I'm telling you, if you type in The Power of Shakti, it's going to come up. It's a red and black book, right? It's by a guy named Padma Aun Prakasha, something like that. Padma is his name, okay? The Power of Shakti, Igniting the 18 Pathways of the Divine Feminine. I believe that's what it is. And a lot of what we do in my first session of the class Some of it is going to come from that. Some of it is going to come from this. Some of it's going to come from Layla Africa. But you got to study these things. You have to study, how you're feeling. But more importantly, you have to assess your mind, the beliefs you've inherited, the things that you watched via media when you were growing up. The different things that you heard your mother saying, your father saying when it comes to the woman. All right? When it comes to your divinity. So please know and understand that your womb holds infinite power. The same way the subconscious mind, we say the mind is all the time. Right? The womb is all. Facts. Because if you ask any brother, hey, all brothers are always trying to get back to the womb, period. Even if they're homosexual, they're still trying to get back to that feminine essence. It just is what it is. The womb is a sacred space. Really think about what we do. We bring forth life. Really think about, I know y'all have because you're spiritual people, but really contemplate on the fact that you store life in your womb for 10 months. Not 9. It's 40 weeks equals 10. For 10 months, you have this little egg that transformed to a full-blown breathing, thinking, feeling entity. You bring forth life through this space. Your womb is a portal. You bring life from the spiritual realm to the physical realm. And it's not just about birthing a child, but you do that same thing with ideas that you have. All right? So if you are seeing any blockages and discomfort, then you have to assess your mind. You have to assess your thoughts. And when you work on both, right? When you do your womb work, when we do the womb work in the class, it's directly going to be affecting our minds, the way that we think, the way that we feel about ourselves, the way that we feel about our womb. And this is why your womb deserves to be worshipped. This is exactly why. Again, y'all saw American Gods when she was swallowing the men up. That's you, goddess. And brothers, you have that same essence, that same energy about yourself when you tap into your spirituality, when you tap into your creativity, when you tap into your right brain, right? When you tap into your artistic nature. All right? So that's the book, The Divine Power of Shakti, Igniting the 18 Pathways of the Divine Feminine. Get it. You have to have it. But we're going to do this thing together in the summer because I like to build with ladies. We're going to do it together in this summer. This summer, we're going to do it together. Okay? 2, herbs. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a physician. You got to say that because, you just got to say that off the jump. But herbs that you should be taking as a woman. Red raspberry leaf tea. I already said that before. This is an herb that is made for the woman. It's like God, the all, your womb, that creative energy said, let me make this herb just for the ladies. It strengthens and tones the uterus. Red clover. Yes, red clover is great. I take red clover as well. Dong Qua. You want that herb, but you don't want that herb if you, Dong Qua and black cohosh, those are both feminine herbs as well that strengthen and tone the uterus, that cleanse and purifies the uterus. But you don't want to take those herbs, Dong Qua or black cohosh, if you are pregnant or if you are trying to conceive, because you don't want to do that. Bobby Hemmett told you about that. If you are pregnant and you are trying to conceive, you don't want to take those herbs. Shepherd's purse is a good herb. Yarrow is a good herb. Okay. What else? Yarrow, shepherd's purse. These are all things that I take. You want to make, and then another thing about the Dong Qua and the black cohosh is that they balance out the estrogen. Okay. So, anyways, family, the womb is the subconscious mind. All right. They're one and the same. And when you do the work, you're directly affecting both of them. All right. Your creativity comes from your womb space. Your creativity comes from the subconscious mind. You create from the subconscious mind. You create from the womb. The subconscious mind is feminine energy. All right. That's all I got for y'all today. Stay on the lookout for when I drop the class. Hi. Let me say this one last thing that seeing my daughter just triggered me into. Your healing work is not for you. Yes, Black Cohosh is great for that. Your healing work is not for you. Something that is so beautiful that I be seeing with my daughter. What's your experience from taking care of? Hold on. That I've been seeing with my daughter is whenever because I do womb worship every day. Every day I'm in the mirror, I'm looking at myself in my nakedness, and I'm rubbing my womb with my very own shea butter. That's coming soon too. I blend up some shea butter with some powerful, all natural organic essential oils, and I rub it on my womb every day. My daughter has started to see me do that. So she gets the step stool, she lifts up her shirt, and she says her affirmations, and she rubs her belly at the same time. That's why you do the work. Such a powerful thing to be conscious and to be able to raise children, right? Because it's so beautiful seeing her do that. It's so beautiful that at the age of 2, she's already being programmed to honor her womb. Right? At the age of 2, she's already being programmed to honor her womb. At the age of 2. So imagine if us ladies and brothers, if we were taught to honor ourselves in that way, since that age. Imagine if we were actually programmed and primed for that, for knowing and understanding who you really are and where your power really lies. And when I tell y'all, I cannot get away. She knows every morning and every night when I get out that shower, she's coming in and she says, I want shea butter. That's what she says. And so she's a part of the driving force of me continuing this work and figuring out more and more and more and more and more about how to impact and raise the vibration of our womb, how to bring our wombs back to a sacred space. Because it is sacred already, straight off the rip. Even unconscious people's wombs are sacred because they bring forth life all the time. That's sacred, right? Maybe totally unaware, but it's sacred. What we are doing, Evolving Goddess, is honoring ourselves in such a way that really rises us up into that goddess beingness, really. Not just talking about it, but really being it, really being in your power. Okay? Really being in your power. So my experience with the herbs has been amazing. I don't take them. I took them for like a month straight. I haven't taken them this month. Just because I go on and off of it, but I will say that cover your ears, brother. But shit, you know what this is. My cycle got shorter taking those herbs. That's what I will say. My cycle has gotten shorter, but I also like to think that has to do with me changing my mind and having different thoughts and not inheriting the beliefs of my mother. Okay. So thank y'all so much. Honor your wombs. Run them donations. That is so funny. Umar Johnson. Run them donations. What else do we have coming up? Get your consultations. Get your readings, things of that nature. The class is coming up this summer. It's going to be coming up in June. So definitely stay on the lookout for that, ladies. It's going to be reasonably priced, and it's just going to be one day getting that work in, and this is going to be just the first segment. It's so much. The womb, there's so much to our wombs. So this first class that is coming up in June is just going to be the first segment, the introduction to womb healing, what it actually means, and what we are reprogramming ourselves from. And then after that, it's relationship alchemy. That's it, Tanisha, relationship alchemy. And then after that, after part 1 of understanding what we actually reprogramming ourselves from, part 2 is going to be infusing our womb with the highest vibration. That's going to be the next thing we do. All right? Love you guys. Peace.